Right now in 2025, companies are desperately trying to fill hundreds of thousands of open jobs across the tech industry. But most people are chasing the wrong jobs, while some of the highest paying and fastest growing roles are sitting wide open in plain sight. According to the World Economic Forum report, these roles are growing 3 times faster than any tech jobs. And I'll show you what you need to get them, because you don't need to know how to code or have a 4-year CS degree. So here are the 5 of the most in-demand tech jobs roles right now. The first one is a job that everyone thinks is the most competitive and struggles to break into. But actually, that happens because most people go about trying to get this job the wrong way. And almost everyone overlooks this, thinking it's just a dead end. But honestly, it's actually one of the smartest first steps into IT, because most senior engineers started right here. I'm talking about help desk IT jobs. This is the fastest and lowest barrier way to get into a paid front row seat into the real world of IT. And because you're not just learning theory, you get to deal with live systems, real users, real issues. And I know it includes doing password resets, printer problems, basic troubleshooting, all those typical tasks. But I tell people that they should only stay in this role for at least 6 or 12 months at most, and then move on. Now, salaries in these kind of help desk roles usually start around 50 to 70,000, and depending on your location, it can go higher. The key thing is to get hands-on experience, and this role will allow you to break into the IT team and start getting your hands wet. And then later, you can advance your career going into the networking or the server team or the cloud team or the security team and so on. And while working this job, you can figure out which career path you actually want to take. So think of it like a paid crash course in IT. Now, after a while working at the help desk, you'll start feeling repetitive. And if you're not learning anything new, then you're going to get stuck. That's when most people hit a wall and either burn out or they stall out. So what's the next move? You gotta level up. And my recommendation is network engineering. So instead, in this role, waiting for things to break, you design, you secure, you maintain the actual infrastructure that the company runs on. And salaries are pretty darn good, ranging anywhere from starting at 80,000 to 120,000 right out the gate. I'm talking about building local area networks, wide area networks, managing the firewalls, the VPN for remote access, routing protocols, and everything that connects the devices, offices, and even the cloud services together. And speaking of cloud, like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. And this means that you're not just dealing with network devices, you're architecting multiple complex networks, doing it all for the company and adding value to the company. And this trend isn't slowing down anytime, because multi-cloud is exploding. Networks are getting more complex. This means that there's going to be more demand for highly skilled network engineers, and it's going to continue to grow. So this job is a major launchpad, by the way, for the IT industry. And then once you know how to do infrastructure at scale, you can move into all these advanced roles that I just discussed. And you don't need to be a hardcore programmer for that. You just need to understand how systems work and connect to each other and how to keep them running in a securely manner. And even the best networks, by the way, get attacked. So it doesn't matter how good your setup is, someone somewhere is always trying to break in. And this is why the need for more advanced cybersecurity skills is exploding right now, with 3.5 million open cyber jobs globally. This is not any hype. This is real, urgent, high demand jobs worldwide.
Cybersecurity is more crucial than ever. As more of our lives and businesses move online, protecting data and systems from threats is a top priority. This field covers everything from defending against ransomware to securing cloud infrastructure. The demand for cybersecurity professionals is huge, and salaries can easily reach $100,000 or more, especially in leadership roles.
And one of the fastest ways to get into the cybersecurity field is by becoming an analyst. At this job, you're not just sitting behind the screen hoping nothing goes wrong. You're actually actively monitoring the network, scanning for threats, investigating weird patterns, or responding to real incidents that come in. And also, it pays really well. Salaries start at around 85,000, and mid-level roles can hit 150,000 or more. And when you protect the company's data, you're not just a tech person, you become a line of defense. So it's really a cool job. Businesses can live with a broken printer, right? But they can't survive with a ransomware attack. That's why this role is so crucial, and it's recession proof and high impact and highly paid. So if you're calm under pressure and you love problem solving, this pathway is wide open. But maybe you're not into firewalls or threat alerts, and maybe your strength isn't stopping hackers, and you don't want to code or mess with servers or cloud networks and so on. That's totally fine, because IT isn't just about building systems and networks. It's about understanding what those systems are doing and helping teams make smart decisions based on the data. And that's where the data analysts come in. And you don't even need to become a developer to become an analyst. You just need to know your way around tools like Excel, SQL, Tableau, Power Business Intelligence, and all types of CRMs to be able to explain what the data represents. And by the way, these analysts, the pay starts at $65K and onwards, including breaking six figures in these mid-level roles.
All right, so I'm here with
Ivan.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a data analyst, my friend.
And what does a day in the life look like as a data analyst?
I look at a lot of spreadsheets, I look at a lot of data, then I find insights and I present them to management.
I see. And how long have you been doing this?
For around 4 years right now.
And how much does a data analyst typically make?
Depending on experience, anywhere from 80 to 120K per year.
So, what do you want to do? Do you want to pull reports? You want to spot cyber trends? Do you want to help different teams in marketing, sales, production? Or do you want to just fix what's broken? As an analyst, you can solve business problems with data. And that's the beauty. In today's world, every company runs on massive big data sets. And that's why they need people that can translate data. So if you're naturally analytical, you're like a detective, you're detail oriented, you like compiling data and finding patterns and being able to add value, then this is one of the easiest, most flexible ways to break into the IT industry. But what if you're more of a communicator, someone who's good with people, but still understands tech? Most people don't realize this is actually a huge advantage in tech. So they missed the one role designed exactly for that sweet spot, and all because it has the word sales in it. And that scares a lot of people off.
You do?
I'm in tech sales.
How much do you make?
I make over $250,000 a year.
Do you have any advice for someone that wants to get into tech sales?
Start as a sales development representative. Do like an internship program. There's a bunch of things like in the Bay Area, but even outside of that, things you could do online where they essentially teach you skills like project management or sales development or even cold calling, and can hook you up with a job right afterwards.
But sales engineering, also known as systems engineering, is one of the most slept on, highest paying income roles in tech. You're not really cold calling or begging people to buy. Instead, you're the technical expert in the room. So you're helping client understand what IT products can solve their business problems and why it matters. You'll demo these IT products and solutions. You'll break down complex tools and explain it in English, and you'll be able to close these deals and be able to architect some of the most interesting IT solutions for your clients. And by the way, you're going to get paid very well. Usually these roles are in the 150,000 to 350,000 range, and top performers are going to be north of 250,000 with commissions and bonuses and even stock options as well. It's not just about the money. Sales engineers sit at the intersection of tech, sales, and decision making for big businesses. You get to work directly with the leadership team, customers, and technical teams, all at the A+ level, all at once. This helps you to surround yourself with super smart people, and this helps you build influence fast as well. You learn how businesses really work, what problems they face, and you position yourself as an architect to be able to solve these problems. So, sales engineering is a secret weapon in any high-growth company and one of the fastest ways to break into the tech industry while building real financial freedom. So, tech is wide open, and the hardest part isn't finding the job, it's picking the right one for your strength, your lifestyle, and your career goals. And to make that easy, I put together a free quiz that can show you exactly which high-paying IT career path actually fits you based on your personality, your current skills, and what kind of life do you want to build for you and your family. It takes 3 minutes, it's personalized, and the best part, it's 100% free. No fluff, no spam, just a clear path on how you can start following your new career dreams today, so you don't waste years chasing the wrong, thing or fighting for jobs with hundreds of other applicants. Tap the link on your screen or in the description to get your custom career pathway today so you can start building a future that works in the new America.